Alright, let's see what messages the universe has for you tonight. Alrighty then. This is going to be an interesting reading. Alright, let's see. What does the collective need to know at this time? Alright, so it looks like here you either currently have or you will be entering an extremely stable relationship with somebody, or you're going to be coming across somebody who is extremely stable and you're going to have some sort of family life with. I get that, together you guys are going to be very financially stable. You're going to have a home, the family, celebrations together. Like, this is going to be a very successful, very loving connection. And in the beginning, there are going to be struggles. There are going to be situations that might test your faith or your dedication, in a sense, to this partnership, to this connection. But nothing is going to stop you. Nothing is going to change how you feel. And I feel like the both of you are going to end up doing the work, because there's going to be a lot of joy to come. And I get that this individual, now, let's see, is this you or this individual? I want to say that it's possible that this is representative of the individual that you will be coming across. They're going to be very abundant. They could be a healer, or the relationship that you guys have is very healing. Now, with that, right, with Temperance here and the Queen of Pentacles, like, I get a lot about healing, a lot about balance and abundance. I feel like all of this is going to take time, though. Like, it's not going to right away. Like, you may not see this abundance right away. You may not, really be able to see this healing right away. It's going to take time, but I feel like, literally time will tell. And I don't really even honestly think it's going to take that long for you to start seeing these things, because there's already, from the beginning, there's going to be so much joy, so much trust. And that's going to be, that can honestly be kind of off-putting. I feel like that might be why we have, like, this Ten of Wands here, because this situation, this individual, could seem too good to be true, right? And we all know that saying, when things seem too good to be true, they usually are, but not always. So, you really want to make sure to give people a fair chance to, show you who they are. And I also kind of feel like, that's why, like, Temperance is out here, because you're supposed to give this situation time to unfold, give this connection time to grow, right? Now I get that because, you feel all of this success, right? All of this healing, all of this abundance that is going to come with this individual, I feel like that within itself is going to kind of change your perception on things. And this could have you, I don't want to say waiting, but like you'll start to see the possibilities, right? Both for yourself and this connection. And I feel like, whereas in the past something like that would have made you feel defeated, like this actually brings more comfort to the situation. It makes it easier for you to accept things for what they are and not get paranoid, not let your trauma, not let your trauma brain create situations that aren't even actually going on. You're gonna, and that's not to say you're not gonna have any of that happening in your head. You're not gonna have any of those feelings. Rather, it's gonna be that, the same things are gonna happen in your head because that's just your trauma brain's response, right? Your trauma brain is trying to protect you from whatever happened in similar, like, situations. But that's not always the case. That's not always what's going on. You don't want the person that you're with to have to pay for what the person before them did. So you want to try to stay aware, stay conscious, of the reality of the situation and not let the past get in the way of something that could honestly be the best thing you've ever had. Excuse me. And I feel like, that's gonna be like this major change here with the death card, right? Because I feel like in general, you've been going through like an ascension of sorts, right? And a part of this leveling up is changing the way you see things, changing the way you act in particular situations, being more proactive than reactive, right? Taking the time, being aware enough to realize what's going on in your mind and that it's possible that that's not actually what's happening. That's just your brain's natural reaction from past trauma being in similar situations. But, I get that you're gonna like realize rather quickly that, this person is genuine. They're not bullshitting you like the last person or the last couple people, right? You could honestly have a really bad track record when it comes to dating. Like they're, usually end up with the greatest people. And that's not to say, you're perfect, but like you just don't generally end up with the best people. And I mean, that goes for me as well. I don't generally end up with the best people, so I'm right here with you. Interesting. Is there anything else the collective needs to know? Well, okay, excuse me. I don't think so. 2, 3. Alright. Now I'm going to take a second to look in the book because I am not too well acquainted with this deck. So BRB. Alright, so first up we have the Storm, which is very equal to the Tower card in the tarot, right? It represents a stripping away of sorts, letting things fall away so you can rebuild them better. And here we also have the Vessel, which in a sense speaks to the same thing, but it also speaks to a sense of, the vessel, like what is holding it together. Are there any cracks in the foundation, right? To me, in this particular situation, these two cards speak to, a stripping down of the way that you used to think and rebuilding the way that your mind works, the way that you react to things. Happy healing.